What's going on, everyone? In this video, we're going to go over some of the trades that I took today to pass yet another Apex evaluation. So again, you guys all know when I trade evaluations, I'm trading heavy size, anywhere between 3 and 5 mini contracts. Reason being, I want to pass these things as fast as possible, pay the activation fee, get into the funded account, and start making real money. With that being said, we made a little bit of money on the option side of things today, trading Tesla. Very, very nice trade to the long side. We're having a very, very good bounce today. So market's up 2.5%. We're up 485 points as we speak. It's currently only 9 a.m. in the morning. Now, is the market going to continue to go higher today? We don't know. But it's provided enough liquidity, enough volume, enough volatility to make money. The thought process today should have been to the long side. And the reason being, in the pre-market, we had numbers come out an hour before the market opened. You can see here, big pop, again, coming off of a 20 play long, right? This is a 5-minute time frame. 20 SMA play long over the 200-day moving average, over the 20-day moving average. Should we be thinking short or should we be thinking long? Okay. The answer is long. Now, if the numbers came out and the market pushed below the 200-day moving average, then maybe we're thinking more to the downside. So again, remember these simple rules. Does it always play out that way? No. But more times than not, you're going to be on the right side of the trade if you are following this 20 and 200 kind of pattern here. You're respecting these moving averages. You can use VWAP as well. So with that being said, first 20 SMA play was here off the open, or excuse me, in the pre-market before open, 5:30 in the morning. Then we kind of consolidated a little bit. And you can see here off the open, shorts tried to push price lower. Okay, so they did push price lower and they pushed it from highs of 18,252 all the way down to 18,178. So again, a very, very good 50-60 point flush there into the market open. But I want you guys to notice something. Look at how the 20 SMA is rising and the 200 is flat. Okay, this is a perfect opportunity to tell yourself you're going to look for the bounce until we take out the most recent swing low, which is in the pre-market, and we get below this 200. Now, not every day is like this, right? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, you know, we're not going to go short if the 220 are trading, if the 20 is trading above the 200, because sometimes the 200 is over the 20 SMA. In this particular case, on this particular day, on August the 8th, the 200 is flat and the 20 is rising. We are above pre-market highs. We're above the overnight session lows. We've already made a push off the numbers in pre-market. Let's think and keep going to the long side. So let's let the washout happen after the market opens. Allow all of those early shorts to get trapped, okay? And then you want to start picking your spots. Now, there's two places where you could pick your spots. One, if you're a little bit more of a conservative trader looking for more confirmation. One, if you're a little bit more aggressive. If you're a little bit more aggressive, you're going to take the first 20 SMA play back over the 20, okay? That happens at 6:50 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and then it confirms at 6:55. Now, whether you're looking for 5 points, 10 points, 20 points, 30 points, they all would have hit, right? You could look for a price target into the day's high. That would have hit as well. So the next entry would be taking out the initial opening range of the 30-minute candle. I've been talking about this time and time again on YouTube now. Guys, mark out the first 30-minute opening range. If we break that 30-minute opening range, you can do one of two things. You can go in on the first initial break, make sure you're taking a scalp, 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, 10 points, or you can allow that 30-minute opening range to get broken, put in a new high, and once that new high gets confirmed on a following candle, then we go long. Either or, both paid into the linear regression supply zone here. Again, this is a linear regression channel 50 if you want to add it to your charts. I use the Thinkorswim platform. It's standard here. I don't know how to get it on any of their platform. With that also being said, there was another play here above the initial balance. So the initial balance is the first hour of trade, okay, from 6:30 in the morning to 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Once we got over that initial balance, you can see here, it gets confirmed at 735. And what are we looking for? Again, I want you guys to think of something, and I want you guys to put this into perspective. The farther you get away from the original move, the original breakout move was here, okay, in pre-market. The next breakout move was here through high of day in the 30-minute opening range. The farther you get away, it's like climbing up another story in a 50-story building. So if this is, let's say, jumping out of the first, second, third floor, then, you know, going along here is like jumping out of the 5th floor or the 10th floor. I'd rather jump out of the 5th or 10th floor than jump out of the 25th floor. Okay, what's probably going to happen to me here? Maybe I break a couple of legs, but I'm going to live. If I jump out here and I'm wrong and this pulls back drastically, I'm more than likely going to, you know, I'm not going to be here. So what I'm trying to say is that if you take the initial balance breakout, make sure you have a scalp. Make sure you have a scalp target. So my scalp targets are anywhere between 5 and 10 points. Those are my scalp targets. 5, 10 points. I'm usually going to put on a $250, $350 max risk per trade trading one mini contract. Again, for this sake of the example, on passing my evaluation with Apex, I was trading large size, anywhere between 3 and 5 mini contracts, getting ready to risk it all for the biscuit, right? So again, I'm betting on being right. And why I'm betting on being right is because I've seen this time and time and time again. If I was to lose and get my account blown out, I lost $35. Great. So I treat it as a $35 trade. It's not that big of a deal. You guys can go down to the link in my description box below and go buy, you know, 10 more Apex accounts for $50,000 Apex accounts for $300, right? If you don't have $300 to throw at 10 accounts, you probably really shouldn't be trading anyways. You should be more focused on doing something else to kind of save that money so you guys can trade, so that way you don't have that mental stress on you. A lot of times traders go in with $100 here, $50 here, $200 here. They buy a few accounts. They don't really have the experience level. They're emotionally attached to the $100, $200, $300, whatever they spent. And then everything seems so stressful. Make things less stressful for yourself, because again, this business is hard enough as it is. So when you look at when we broke the initial balance, if you were to take the first move through initial balance, the high was 18,390, and when we broke initial balance, it went to 18,410. So it put in a 20-point move. Now, on those first goes, I'm always looking for 5 to 10 points, so that would have paid. If you're looking for a little bit more, 15, 20 points, it also would have paid here. It just would have taken another 10 minutes to get that. Those are the trades that I'm looking for here. I haven't taken any more trades again, but if you look at this pullback here into the 20 SMA, we held at the 20 SMA, and then the next candle pops. You can actually take a long position when green takes out red using a previous 5-minute candle low as your stop. That's also another one there. This is another one here where we pull in and actually lose a 20 SMA. But then you have a green candle taking out red using a previous 5-minute candle as a stop. Now, just keep in mind, ranges the last few weeks have been very, very big. So even one 5-minute candle is a 41-point range. So a lot of people in my room at Evolution Traders are trading micros right now in this volatility. So between 2 and 3 micros, and I'm looking at people's P&Ls, $300, $400, $200, $500 a day, trading 2, 3 micro contracts. Guys, you don't have to go on there and be an idiot like myself and put on 3 or 5 mini contracts to pass these evaluations. You can do it a lot slower, and you can do it a lot more safer by trying to make $200, $300, $400 a day, trading a few micros in this current market environment, and taking 2 or 3 weeks to pass these evaluations. Again, take your time. It's all about getting paid out. So many people are worried about taking payouts every single 10 days. Every 10 days, oh, Apex is open, I got to request a payout. No. I don't care if it takes you 2 months to reach that $2,600 threshold so you can take a payout. Great. You're going to take out at least $2,000 or at least $1,000 or at least $1,500 every time. The whole key here is not to just take one account and make $10,000 on it so you can take out $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 from it. It's to have multiple accounts. I want 5. I want 10 accounts where you guys can each take out anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000 every single month. Forget that. Every 2 months. Can you make $2,600 in 2 months trading? I think you can. Okay, I think that's going to take a lot of stress off you. I think you can do it. I think if you had 10 accounts and you took out $2,000 times those 10 accounts, guys, you're looking at upwards of $20,000, upwards of $10,000 if you have a little bit less of accounts. Again, you can make this happen, but you got to take your time. Okay, you can't fly off the rails. You can't take a losing trade and then just say F it and risk everything on it to get it back. You can't do that. If you're doing that, you'll have better success going to Vegas, throwing $1,000 on black, and if it hits, it hits, and if it doesn't, then go cry about it in your room afterwards. But what I'm trying to tell you is if you start treating this like a real business and you start treating this like an adult and you have some accountability, okay, that's the main thing. A lot of traders lack accountability. It's not the market's fault. I don't care if the market is chopping in a 50-point range for 3 hours. It's not the market's fault you were losing money in those 3 hours. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's no one else's fault. Well, I hear this so many times. Well, the market sucks. It was choppy today. We've been in this range for a month. Oh, it's not breaking out. It's not breaking down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Right now, the market is giving you 5-minute candles of ranges of 100 points. It's giving you ranges of 65 points. It's giving you ranges of 50 points. You're telling me that you can't find scalping opportunities to take 10 points here, 15 points here, 20 points here, when the market is moving upwards of 50 plus, 100 plus points in a matter of 5 minutes? It's absolutely ridiculous. So even if we're chopping in 100-point range all day long, let's say the market opened at 18,450 and the high, that was the high of day, and the low of day was 18,400. It's a 50-point range all day. Would it be annoying? Yes, absolutely. Can you make money in there? Sure. Maybe you can grab 3 or 4 or 5 points to the upside, 3 or 4 or 5 points to the downside, trading the range. Now, if you get chopped up because you're looking for 50 points, 40 points, 60 points, whose fault is that? Is that the market's fault? No, that's your fault, because you have no accountability, you have no discipline to just say, you know what, I don't like this price action. I know that tomorrow there's probably going to be a better day and I'll get a little bit better price action. I'll just wait till tomorrow. No, you are so anxious and you just have to make this work today, where you just completely slam your head in the wall. Guys, this is a long game here. I understand you can make money very, very quickly each and every single day because you're day trading, you're scalping, but this is a long game. Keep the effing lights on, okay? Keep the lights on. If you can't have money to pay the electricity bill, guess what? You got no light. If you got no money to keep the heat on, guess what? You got no heat, right? So if you got no money to trade, you can't make no money. With that being said, if you guys want to join me and trade in Evolution Traders and get access to all of my private lessons that are not on YouTube, and access to the community, which is a very helpful and supportive group, very, very good traders in there, that link's down in the description box below. If you guys need to reinvest in your business and buy some more evaluation accounts, Apex, I would definitely recommend them if you're a scalper or a day trader of the futures market. That link is down in the description box below. Go grab 5-10 accounts. That way you guys you spread your risk and spread your FOMO out, and you don't have to worry about just trading the one single baby account that you have right now. Go out there and get 20 of them, guys. But with that being said, I'll see all of you guys on the next video.